just a second. I just want to grab the link to the Discord, and then I'm going to open chat box, and we'll get started. Sound good? Sound good. Alright. Copy link. There we go. Alright. Bring up the stream. What's up, Galaxy? Man, you made it in the chat before I did. Holy shit. Hi, Galaxy. How are you? I was waiting for that chat box to load. You were already here. Alright, hey everyone, it's Rain, and we are back with more Genshin Impact. Today we're going to be doing Father Alecino's story quest. I'm pretty sure it's the story quest because there's not like, I don't think there's a Archon quest, right? No? Okay. So yeah, we're going to be doing Arlecchino's story quest. I'm in a good mood today. Why are you in a good mood? We're going to be doing Arlecchino's story quest. Why, you may ask? I'm in such a rush to do it that I switched Persona and Genshin stream days. Because I got Father, and I'm trying to build her. I didn't actually spend money on her either. I just did a couple singles, and I was grinding, and I got her. And I did a 10 pull, I saved for a 10 pull, and I got her. It was great. I don't have her weapon, though, unfortunately. I got, unfortunately, shafted on that. Even though I was really close to pity on the weapon banner, I ended up getting another Lenny's bow. Unfortunately, I don't even know who to give it to. Like, I guess maybe Ganyu if I use DPS Ganyu again, but like, I might just make Lenny's R2. I got my first platinum trophy, guys, yesterday. Oh yeah, congratulations on Star Rail. You posted that on Discord. Congratulations. So, as I've been grinding, I actually finished the Chinyu Vale stuff. At least the main quest. I still got a couple more waypoints to get. So I have this area unlocked now. Apparently, if I do a couple more quests here, I think I have them. I can unlock this, like, a way into the different area that lets you give, I think they're called like fish or carp or something to a statue to get rewards. Where is that? The like blue things that I've been picking up all over this map. I know I'm so far behind. Leave me alone. Where are they? Are they in here? No? Are they in here? Yeah, these things. The spirit carps. So apparently there's like a statue if you finish a couple more quests that you can turn these into to get wishes. So that's what I've been trying to do. Because of course, free wishes. I'm trying to get her weapon. I really want that scythe. But right now I kind of want to do the weekly boss and I want to make sure I get it done. So we are doing her quest today. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I hope you guys can hear me. I didn't even do a mic check. Okay, I can. Cool. So, I have to unlock it. I do have a key. I made sure. Alecchino. Go to quests, like, instantly. This is new. Enable focused experience mode. Enable focused experience mode. Better experience the quest by avoiding conflicting quest lines. Oh, okay, sure. That's probably what happened, considering I haven't done a lot of the side quests in Fontaine.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a...
Alright, let's go. I actually really like the new area, by the way. I don't know your guys' thoughts. But I actually really like the underwater city and stuff like that. And then like the little like storybook areas, like the Atlantis and stuff like that. I've been exploring and grinding out that area too. It's so pretty. And with the whale, I'm gonna get this real quick. Easiest boss they've had in a while, by the way.
This is order. Gather.
Dare to mess with me.
Like, seriously, as soon as you break his shield, you're good. And he has, like, no range, either. It's so sad. I almost feel bad for the dude.
I'm going in. Truth repeats its course.
Shit. There we go.
Disappear. Keep.
Easiest grinding of my life. Like, seriously. What's up, Thomas? How are you? Okay, yet another 160 primos? Ah, I know. The grind is real. I really thought I was gonna win that 50-50 and get her scythe, too. I'm so disappointed in life. But no, of course, I lost 50-50, and now I have to do, what, 80 more pulls? Life sucks. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the scythe unless I swipe, and I really don't want to. But we'll see. Oh, there's a... It's a Dendroculus here. Is it in the clam? I don't remember how you open these. Ooh, nice. Can't believe I never got that. That's right next to a teleporter. More blue? Can someone slap me? What's your pity at now? This isn't the quest. What the hell? Yes, I'm very aware I never finished this quest, okay? I don't got the patience for this. I thought I was going to the... I thought I was going to the Archon quest. Or, not the Archon quest, Arlecchino's story quest. Thomas, did you get all the spirit carp from Chenyu Vale and turn them into the statue? Because I think you get like 4 free intertwined fates from that. And then like 4 normal ones too. 69? Of course you're on 69. Of course you're on 6. There it is. Okay, it was in Poisson. Poisson. I got all the carps yesterday. Damn. Well, I tried to help. That's what I've been grinding today. The carps.
Hey,
Linny!
Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here.
Linny! Wait, what is he doing in Poisson? I guess...
borrow one of the more popular turns of
I
phrase
guess the
at the
Fatui
moment,
did
this
help
appears to be quite
Poisson
the fated
out.
reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting
Maybe it's like a follow-up to, like, the Flood?
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Here?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father
Oh,
arranged
really?
for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, why?
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed
you're all
Poisson
here?
seems a bit more
Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink of my tea.
crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
I thought they left on, like, good terms.
well,
even though she got the notice.
Since the two of you are so curious.
Dude, where
perhaps
did
I
you
can
come
fill in the
from?
gaps.
Holy shit.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know, confidential House of the Heart stuff, right?
No need to be nervous.
I love
could
her.
sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion.
I've literally been just like
Sending
running
so many
around
Fatui
grinding
here
with
to
her,
Poisson,
even though
it's only
mine's
natural that some
my
might suspect an
Arlecchino's only like level
ulterior motive
70.
to be involved.
Just because I like flying with the one wing and the floating above water, it's so cool. She's such a badass character.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The
I
House
agree.
of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What
Oh.
sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Huh? Some sort of ghost story then?
A phantom
I mean, with how many
child?
kids die in the House of the Hearth,
Ooh,
it
just
wouldn't
hearing
really
the name is
surprise
giving
me.
Paimon the creeps.
A spirit
Have
that
you
should
guys seen the
long
animatic?
ceased to
Oh.
exist is lurking in the shadows
Oh.
of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the
Her
situation.
killing her childhood
I expect
best
I should be able to
friend?
track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just
That
a
was
matter of
gutting.
resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be
She is female
exceedingly
Sephiroth,
pleased
one-winged
to welcome
angel.
some
Yes, she
visitors.
is.
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our
She's also
guests.
just like
I have some matters to attend to.
a
Of course,
way
Father.
creepier and more serious Senti, and I kind of love it. Paimon's like terrified of her. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during that conversation. Of course you couldn't. She literally has X's for eyes.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite
Oh,
well known
cool.
in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing,
You're basically
why
an
don't you
orphanage,
stay a
right?
while and have a
Can
little chat with us?
can I leave a certain floating child with you guys?
Alright. We don't have
May-
anything
maybe
else
you
to do
could
right
teach
now
her how to
anyway.
fight?
But let's be clear, we're just gonna be
I'd
there as
appreciate.
guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Oh my god, Paimon.
Of course.
It's an
During our stay in
orphanage.
Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take
If
you
I
to
get
where we're
her,
staying.
I'm wanting to do a 100% damage reduction team. Kill all and can't kill. Or can't be killed. So like, Sing Show, Beto, Dea, I think is what you sent on Discord, right? That's not bad. I know she has very high interruption. That's why her C1 is so good. Because it like, it what is it, like 30% damage, or damage interruption resistance or something. Which is like, really nice. That's why like Sing Show is like really really good for her, because he has those like 3 toggles of cancel interruption. Oh, down here.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people
So,
staying in Poisson, we have to bring
you
in
want us to
outside
help.
supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we
Fair.
finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
I know, like, she's Fatui, and so technically they're all Fatui as well. And I know they, like, portray them as bad guys, but, like, Arlecchino is such a interesting, like, complex character that I kind of, like... She's, like, one of my favorite characters already, just because, like... She's a murderer. Like, she's straight up an assassin. Like, that's what she was trained to do from a very young age. She's not a good person. But she cares about her family, even if she doesn't show it. Like, she does not let her emotions show at all. But you can see, like, in her voice lines, and, like, her death line, and, like, how she treats them. Like, she really does care about the kids. And it's just kind of really sweet, in a way. I finished school in, like, 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, congrats. I wonder if those people I met yesterday will appear today. I told some strangers during Genshin
Brought them with
co-op
me?
about
Yep,
Soul Rain,
here you
and
go.
they said they would sub, and I said they'd really like your
hello?
Soul's voice.
Something caught your eye?
Or they said they really like
It's the
Soul's voice.
Traveler and
Okay,
Paimon!
that's cool.
No way!
Foltz. Well, thanks for the advertisement. I appreciate.
The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course!
Just like everyone.
Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
That's
I
Shenhe.
heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
She could do it in one.
Wait a second, that's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all. Oh wait, when guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
Of course you do. They're assassins,
Or
Paimon.
maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth.
A day.
Super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to
I wish
eliminating
we
your
could pick a
enemies,
weapon.
Staying quiet can go
How
a
cool would it be
long
if the
way.
Traveler could
Trust me,
pick which
I would
weapon he
know.
wanted to be,
I was poisoned not
as
too
well
long
as his
ago,
element?
and I'm still dealing with the after effects.
That
So
would
I'm
be
not quite as
so
good as I was
amazing.
before, but I could still give you some pointers.
Not 10 minutes.
Wait, when you said gift,
Paimon would explode.
Poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Paimon. Paimon.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host,
I love how Paimon
it's
just,
the
like,
thought that counts. You
does
don't
not
need a
remember
physical
that
gift to
they're
make our guests
assassins,
happy.
even the
In
children.
fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Dory? Why Dory? Well, fair. Actually. I understand it.
Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play
If I
with.
could get rid of
If there's
one
anything you need,
Genshin
just
character,
let us
if
know.
you could get rid of one Genshin
Yeah,
character, who would it be?
especially if it's
Like,
poison or
poof, they
something.
never
I've
existed.
got all sorts of potions for that.
My answer, Bing, Diona.
Well, we'll
Bye.
talk to you
Get
all
outta
later.
here.
We've
Die.
still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye. Lenny, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
Paimon, the House of the Hearth
Scared
is
you, did it?
assassins.
That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets. Just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Oh, so he's a sociopath. Love him already.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
More evil sucrose. Love it.
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions.
Nah, it's
Things
fine.
like stealth tactics and developing
I play
different
Honkai Impact
poisons,
3rd. We deal with
they really
Senti all the
mean a lot
time.
to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
It's actually kind of sweet. Down here? No. Maybe it was up here after all? Probably
Filio,
Dory.
supplies are here.
She serves no plot relevance. She made Kaveh broke. She stole the Palace of Alcazar. She gave us canned knowledge. That's all I know
Thanks.
about Dory.
And who are these two? Outsiders?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
I actually really like her design.
You're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
We have.
Of course, we're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
I don't think I have.
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
Okay, I need to disappear. Hydroculus aren't gonna get themselves. Good luck, Thomas.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic.
Let us know if you get father.
From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway.
Galaxy, who do you think
should
he'll
definitely
lose the
check it out if you
50-50
have the
to if he
time.
loses? I said Chi-Chi.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have
Just because I've
audience
seen so many people
interaction.
get to Luke, it
Seems
could be
pretty
Luke.
interesting.
I will.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the house.
I heard that.
They just have some social skills.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I say he wins the 50-50. I do too, actually, but like, if he loses, who do you think he'll get?
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filio.
don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
I smell a traitor in the midst.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
This is like a super random question, but Linny's next in line for the father position in the House of the Hearth, right? Like, that's who she wants to be her successor, right? Do they still follow the rules of the old leader of where you have to kill like everyone who is worthy, and whoever comes out on top will become father? Does like that mean Linny would have to kill Arlecchino to become father? And if so, holy shit.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Not saying.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
We should observe for now.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Yep, let's go. Is he down again?
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They certainly got a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should
Fair.
probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
I haven't cooked in Genshin in forever.
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine?
Fermine!
What are you doing here?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
I tell you when the quest is finished. Does that mean it's answered in this? Oh my god, she's a weekly boss. Wait, she's a weekly boss. Is that what this quest is about? Is Linny or her gonna die at the end of this? Ah, shit.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing.
Not really?
I
Okay.
just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I was
we've
not
got
ready
some
for
left over.
emotional
What do you
death right now.
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
Did you pick up a stray?
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
just follow me.
Okay. Do you guys hear the music change? It's almost like not there. Okay, there it goes. That was like really creepy for a second. Maybe back here?
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
So he did pick up a stray.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child
Wait,
of the House of the
wait,
Hearth,
wait,
just
that's
like
the girl
you.
from the animatic. But she died. Arlecchino stabbed her through the chest. Is she the ghost?
You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
Does that name ring any bells, Lenny?
Yeah, she was Arlecchino's best friend.
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how
But why?
long?
About half a month now.
Fermine!
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but
it was
I went
her?
to look for him anyway. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices. It's
She's
happened
talking to a
many
lamp.
times in the house.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
But my question is, why does she appear as a child? In the animation, they were grown up. They were at least Linny and Fermine's age.
Unless there are other spirits
When she
roaming
died.
around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted
Have you
without
guys
a
watched it
second
yet?
thought,
That's a really
because
good
that's
one.
what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family.
They tell you why in the quest? Oh, okay.
I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Linny being overprotective big brother, I kind of love it.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
They do.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
Well, not really. It was more like Linny just being scared for his brother.
No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Well, that was a sentence, but warranted.
I'm sorry, Linny.
Kinda like how you died.
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Okay.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood.
Aw.
You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
The power of friendship.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated.
That's what
between
this quest
Lynn
is gonna
and
come
Femine.
to, isn't it?
Maybe we should go check on them.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mary? Looks like she's not here either.
Perry, as in... Oh shit, what's the name's real name? Perisus? No, that's the power of brotherhood.
Hope we aren't interrupting
True.
anything. Like a fight,
But I meant like
or...
all of them are. I guess they still would be like brotherhood, because family. But
Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything all right?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
but sometimes having guests around can come in handy.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
I would tell you, but I don't know how to spell it. I know. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Exactly.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
You really
I know
couldn't.
things could turn dangerous, so...
The Traveler and
I
Paimon
promise
are
you
so
this.
nosy.
From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
She's a ghost, dude.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
Oh.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they die, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to
Inazuma,
work or
probably.
anything.
That was where the whole
Well, sounds like it's
ley
worth a
line
shot.
explosion happened,
Guess
right?
that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready?
This is adorable.
1, 2, 3. I swear.
Lynette! The face! She was totally spying on us. Oh, I was wondering when she was gonna show up. You scared me.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
That deadpan face. She's so
And,
pissed.
When exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine.
Fair.
You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Fair.
What did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Snap, snap. Voice of reason.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
Of course
Well,
not.
I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move.
Oh,
There's no time to
that was
lose.
such a good
Let's go.
scene. Lynette just showing up like that. Oh my god. That was hilarious.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Well, she's a spirit.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask
Like
you
she's
a few
avoiding the
questions.
topic.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster?
Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house,
That's ominous.
some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever
Oh,
going to
shit.
get a place on the roster. Unless...
What does
it's
that
the roster
mean?
of people
Well, I know what that
who've been
means, but what does that
executed.
mean?
Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
That would be the father.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Wasn't it to, like, explore the outside world? That's what she said in the animatic to, the knave.
To go outside. Where
Yeah.
the sun can find me.
That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What does that mean? It's not as simple as it thinks.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory
she's not
magic
alive.
to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Okay.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Okay. I was about to say, a lot of people said that, I heard a lot of people complaining about this quest because you don't spend time with the knave. I already knew that we were going to be spending a lot of time with Linny, Lynette, and Fermine. Like, that was, like, the biggest complaint of this quest was that the majority of it is spent with Linny, Lynette, and Fermine and not, Arlecchino. But now that I know, like, Clairvy is a part of it, and we're learning more about the father's, or the knave's past, and Clairvy, I honestly, I understand why, I guess, because I feel like if the knave was here, she's the kind of person who wouldn't want people to know more about her past and stuff like that.
Ah, Paimon
So
gets
even
it.
though she's
He
not
must have-
in it very much, it's still about her, which makes me feel a little better, you know?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of
Okay.
course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case
Okay.
scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Why the beach?
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Useless.
Our job is to distract one of the best assassins in the world. This isn't going to be difficult or anything like that, just saying. Now that Arlecchino has been added, I wonder, they might have already had voice lines about her, but my child's not friendshipped enough, or whatever it's called, to actually, like, know if he has voice lines about her. I never actually looked, but Wanderer might. I don't usually pay attention to the voice lines. Heart, Vision. About the ride in Shogun?
She completely neglected her own creation. And to add insult to injury, she said it was because she couldn't bring herself to intervene in my fate.
Yeah.
Everyone praises her for her kindness and benevolence. But they forget that love is also a form of sin. What if she's just trying to compensate for something?
So this is what Wanderer thinks of the knave.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. To exert a higher level of control over people, she puts on a graceful and cordial front. Most of those who have seen her true crazy self have gone poof.
Oh shit. Well, that's not good. I'm trying to think like who else would have voice lines about the name. Maybe Farina, but I don't think so. Lynette, Nouvelette. Oh, the knave.
The knave? Who's that? Oh, died already. Forgotten about her. Keeping such a terrible figure like her in your mind will only give you nightmares.
What? Wait. Wait, who else? Oh shit, he's not high enough friendship for that. Okay. Tartag 2. His friendship's not high enough. I have him, I've never used him. And I know people are gonna come at me for that, but by the time I had him, I had Ayato. So I built him, but I never used him. Unfortunately. Tartar sauce! Hello, Tartar sauce. How are you?
It's the name.
Gasp.
And child. Hey, aren't you supposed to be in
Fair,
Snezhnaya recuperating?
yeah.
What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke
Makes
up,
sense. Foul
I
Legacy
realized
usually
I was
takes
being
a
taken
toll
back
on
to
your body, right?
Snezhnaya. And well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Did we ever give his
What
vision
sort of
back?
unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master.
Nope, he has
I
his
really
vision.
wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
I doubt that. She kind of lives in the abyss, right?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
You're still recovering, though.
I think she should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Oh no.
Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
They're getting ready. Oh, they're getting ready. They're only missing one Gnosis, guys. They're getting ready for their assault on Celestia. Oh, they're only missing one Gnosis. Of course they'd be calling back the Fatui. Once they get that last Gnosis, they need to be ready.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
Oh my god.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all
Natlin
this.
is this year,
I'll be
I
leaving
know.
Fontaine shortly as well.
And Snezhnaya is next. And Celestia is after that. Oh, and then after... I'm trying to remember, like... Way back in the, like, first trailer, they, like, told us the order of how things were gonna go. After Snezhnaya, we would have, like, the big climax, and then Conria, or was it Conria before Celestia? I can't remember.
Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
Dude, she sounds so fake right there.
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash-talking their colleagues behind their backs.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Wanted to learn more about you?
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Con first, then Celestia. Gotcha.
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask
'Cause
tells
she's
me
daddy,
our
duh.
intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
The Knave leaves right now. She'll sure run into Linny and Clairvy. Should I release the bird? About the House of the Hearth. What does the organization mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
She turned it over. She took over.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
The Knave betrayed the House of the Hearth. So does that mean Clairvy was... What Clairvy said was true? The Knave really treats children like test subjects? No! No, she does not! She was one of those assassins trained or whatever. Oh my gosh, they're getting such a wrong idea about her. This kind of makes me upset. I know she puts up that front of terrifying horror movie lady who would kill if she could, but like she's not. She became the father of the house, and yeah, she had to do it by killing a lot of people she cared about in a way so she could take over and change things so like no more kids would suffer. And she literally goes around and she just picks up strays. Like, she saves kids. Like, I know I'm ranting. I'm sorry.
Well, wait. Did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
Damn.
Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself
She
a
can use
Fontanian,
anything
for
as a
example,
weapon.
and people will assume all sorts
Even
of things.
bad
when the real
rumors,
truth
she's using
is
it
that
for her
this
own
is simply
advantage.
the
That's
land where I was
such a
raised.
badass move, honestly.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I thought she was from Fontaine.
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all?
Oh, then where are you from?
The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well,
I thought the House of the
you
Hearth...
wanted extra information, didn't you?
One of,
There you
like,
go.
the big branches
I
of
hope
House of the
that
Hearth is
satisfied
in
your
Fontaine.
curiosity.
That's why I assumed she was telling the truth.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their
There
rebellious
is a
phase,
theory
I'm
that
sure
she is a
you'll understand.
descender. Ooh.
Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
His face. Anyway, I haven't heard she's a descender theory. We still don't know who the third descender is, so that would make sense, I guess. It would be like someone we already knew. That would be really cool. I kind of thought it might be Skirk, because the first descender was obviously the primordial one. Then he created the shades, which technically count as still him. As weird as that is. And then the second who came, which is most likely the Heavenly Principles, if... I actually don't know. Like, the second who came in the story, he was the second descender. We don't know who won that battle. If the second who came won, it kind of seems like maybe it would be the Heavenly Principles. Maybe. Not really sure. We don't know who the third one is, and the fourth one is the Traveler. So, yeah, I mean, maybe. Have you heard the theory of the third Fatui Harbinger, the dove? The little dove, I can't remember her name. Is it Polendina? There's a lot, I guess, of evidence that claims that she could be the god of death, because both Scaramouche and Child are terrified of her. Like, they're creeped out by her. They stay away from her, like, completely. She's described to have the power of a god, but she never uses it for some reason. And she was, like, hugging Senora's coffin. Yes, I have heard that one. I actually kind of believe that one, just because she's, like, based off of an archangel with, like, the feathers in her hair and stuff. Oh.
Okay. I get the picture.
I actually really like the theory. Me too, yeah.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going.
Because if you think about it, like, the first Fatui Harbinger is a Conrian. The second one is someone who figured out how to surpass death, to manipulate Irminsul, blah, 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 the doctor. The third would, like, the fact that, like, if, like, that's true, she would be a god. And then the fourth would be a descender. Like, dude.
Traveler, Paimon.
Powerhouses.
I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
It definitely says a lot about the Tsaritsa that they're following her to.
Again, maybe this is
Sorry
a
about that, like,
conversation we can have when you
sidebar
get
and interrupting the
like you're gonna
quest,
keel
but
over.
All right.
it was an interesting
Well,
topic.
Thanks
Sorry.
for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
I heard the first Harbinger is
We should
Capitano.
probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Is it? I thought it was the old man who was in, like, remember when he, like, led the procession at Senora's funeral? I thought he was, like, in charge. Because isn't Capitano number 5? The captain?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
She knows we're up to something.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
I 100% think she suspected
I
something.
wonder if Lenny would
We
get
were
any
being
issues.
so
Let's try that and
suspicious.
see how everything went.
Turn to Poisson.
Foreign! Foreign!
We're back. I 100% feel like our Latino is probably just gonna show up behind us. The old man, I think, is number 0.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Maybe I just like miscounted, but like I'm pretty sure there was only 11 counting Senora's coffin, right? There's 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue.
What do you mean?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
You could be right.
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
Oh, she can't go in
I
the sun.
turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
I don't know how to explain it. You're good. I get what you're saying.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
She said pushing, I heard glitching. I was gonna be like, Paimon, did you just break the fourth wall?
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
I mean, there's
Each
4 of
take a
us.
section. Here.
5 if you count Paimon. I never
Landois,
count Paimon.
Jambert,
That's my fault.
Aurore.
Hore. Landios. Jempel.
Oh, yikes. That Aurore guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
There's a lot of people
Well,
who think
I
scars
asked
are
if there
hot.
was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but
Oh.
it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
I know Linny thinks that she killed him. How much you want to bet that she just let him go?
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It's because even the Harbingers say that he's the most respected. The Capitino is the most respected Harbinger. True. Child even says that he's like the strongest, or one of the strongest. I think his exact line was his strength is like so beyond expectation or whatever. I'd love to fight him someday, but I know I'd lose. I doubt he even knows I exist or something like that. Like he's such a fanboy for him. It's really funny. Um, so yeah, I could see it. Not to mention that he was the one who was sent to Natlan to get the final gnosis. So I can see it. I don't know if I'm like forgetting a harbinger, because if there's 11 Fatui harbingers, then him being 0 would mean he's like the leader, so like the 12th secret harbinger or whatever. Um, okay, let me think. So if he's Capitano is 1, the Doctor's 2, Paladina is 3, probably butchering their names, I'm sorry. The Knave is 4. Who's 5? The Rooster? Let's just say the Rooster for now. Just he's not really strong, but he's very influential. Then we have Scaramouche, Pretty Boy I can't remember the name of, Senora, Puppet Girl, and Child. That's 10. So, unless I'm forgetting someone, the old man, the Conjuring guy, would have to be 1.
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about... I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are 2 of the people that we met while delivering supplies.
Scaramouche doesn't count because he was deleted.
They had very different vibes, and they're
True, technically.
seem to be pretty different as
Technically.
well.
But there were 11 Fatui Harbingers before that. And because Scaramouche deleted himself from the timeline, the guards or whatever that stand by Mondstadt's waypoint said that the 6th seat of the Fatui Harbingers have been left empty for a really long time. Fifth is the Rooster. Didn't I say that? I don't know.
That's to be expected, actually.
I'm just gonna pull up a list of their
Father brought
names.
us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all
The
share.
11
But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire
Fatui
to stay here.
Harbingers. Piero, Capitano, De Torre, Damsoletta, Arlecchino, Puccinella, Scaramouche, Sandrone, La Signora, Pantalone, unknown, child. Number 10 is unknown. So, by that logic, I guess you would be right, I guess? That's the first thing that came up. I was confirming it. It does not say that the rooster is number 5. I can't remember. One sec. So it says 0 is Piero. Number 1 is Capitano. Number 2 is Dottore. 3 is Damsolette. 4 is Arlecchino. 5 is Puccinella. 6 is Scaramouche. 7th is Signora. Sandrone. 8th is Signora. 9 is Pantalone. And 10 is unknown. 11 is Scaramouche. Or not. Child. Tartaglia.
As members
Butchered
of the House
it reading
of
it
the
the second
Hearth,
time, my
we're
bad.
also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would
Watch
never
number
say
10
that
be
out loud.
freaking
People like
Kaya.
Chaplo and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before.
But would she
Experiments
know
being
about
run on
like how much
children.
better it is than it used to be?
People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all
Piero
about, huh?
is a harbinger,
This is the second time
but
it's come up
he's
now.
the director, so I was
Sorry,
technically right. Yeah, you're
but I'm
right.
not
That's
sure
what I
of
was
the
saying.
details
Piero is,
either.
it says he comes up on the
I
list as
only know
0.
what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together.
And it says Capitano is number 1,
Apparently, it
and
has to
10
do
is
with the
unknown.
Fatui's
We don't know who
strategic
number 10
plan
is.
for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing
Which makes
a
me
key
feel like
role
it's going to
in
be
Project
someone
Stuja.
we've known. You know what I mean? Like it's
but
going to be a surprise
isn't
at the
that
end of the
a good
game.
thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Looks like the Fatui are planning something big, but given how little Linny and Lynette said, I should keep a eye out during
Okay, super
the dealings
complicated
further
top
on.
secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal. but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus
I
on
feel like
one
she could just
situation
easily
at a
wipe
time,
them out,
Mother.
though.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
Wouldn't Lynette be better
Good
for that
work
job,
today,
though?
everyone. Have a good night.
She's like the ninja of the
I'll
group,
see you
right?
tomorrow.
Just saying. There was definitely someone on that roof watching us.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
Considering they're actually trying to help her here and weed out the traitors, probably not.
Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'm also afraid of her. You can just hide behind me.
Trust is ever, Traveler.
There goes Clairvy.
Look over there! Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees. Over there!
I heard this quest is like 5 hours. I think I'm just gonna try and finish it. I'm gonna say screw it and actually do the whole thing. Even if it is like really long. That took us way further out than I thought it would.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy!
Just she can only go outside at night.
I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Window? Like in the animation?
If only I could have more than this.
I wonder how
You'd
Dottore
probably
is
think
number
I'm being
2.
silly, huh? All this
Because his
hopeless
research in
resisting.
Airman Soul basically made him immortal,
better to
and he had like
dream of what
hundreds
I
of
could
versions
have
of
and try to
himself
make
all
it a
over the
reality,
world, gathering
right?
intelligence and doing experiments and all that kind of stuff. That's why Nahida was like so that's why like Nahida was like so gung-ho about like, I'll give you the Gnosis if you nerf yourself into just being a human again. Like, think about it. Dude basically found a way to be everlasting and immortal with hundreds of versions of him.
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given
God.
a fate worse than death.
Oh my
I've
god.
seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
She's not mother. She's father.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Harry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's a spirit. It could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I love to see it.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together.
Like, I'm happy I watched the animation to get context for this. But at the same time, it feels like I kind of got spoiled. You know what I mean? Like, they're giving us clues that's obviously, like, it's not the Knave. But I know it wasn't the Knave. It wasn't Arlecchino. It was the Knave before her.
But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
After some time, Clairvy seemed to come back to reality.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
The night passes. At least we didn't have to make the night pass.
Alright, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that...
Oh? What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the Doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
Yeah, no.
We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Oh, no.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
Tell them about Mother. They would know. They would probably know. You're leaving out such an important detail. She called the Knave Mother, not Father.
Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how
Hi
he would even
people,
face
welcome.
you guys.
How are you? Good to see ya.
It's just that it
If you're
doesn't
new
seem
here,
like
I
Clairvy's
am Rain.
lying
It's
either.
awesome to see you.
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
I checked who is the 10th Harbinger and it said it was currently vacant. So like Scaramouche's seat and Senora's? I wonder if they were killed off beforehand. Pom Pom, yippee. Hi Pom Pom, how are you?
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore.
Good to see
I'll
ya.
be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone.
I wonder, that kind of gives me the vibes like maybe they were
Alright,
killed off
let's
before
get
the
to it.
story. Hi Skara, how are you? Good to see ya. Go look for the knave. Where is she? Oh, just on the beach still? She has to know something's going on, or else she wouldn't completely just avoid interacting with anyone. She's just kind of chilling on the beach. How do you get up there? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go all the way around, aren't I? We want father, lol. I actually got father. If you guys are gonna be pulling for her, good luck. She is a lot of fun. She has such an interesting gameplay style where like you can't even heal her with food in your bag. The only way to heal with her is her ult, which is kind of scary but also kind of cool. Not to mention the scythe. Man, I want the scythe. But I got Lenny's bow. Unfort. I got the whole packet. Well, congrats. Oh no. I know, it sucked. I literally went on Discord and just screamed, "Fuck! I got the bow!"
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale.
So, my knave is
Did
just
you
kind
have
of
trouble
rocking
sleeping last
Hu
night?
Tao's soul and half Staff of Homa.
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
I knew she knew.
Us? Distract you?
She's too smart to not have known.
But no,
Especially with how bad of a liar Paimon is.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
the ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything then.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups.
Father is too smart. She
But
is.
nothing gets past me. Least of all a
Emergency
little
food
scheming.
only.
I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
Yeah, not to mention they're kind of doing your job for you, and they're like trying to weed out the traitors a little bit.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Damn, that was a direct threat.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been
She
doing.
basically
and
just
doesn't
threatened to
think
chop
it'd be a
everyone's
stretch
head
to
off
say
if we
she
didn't
was
go with her.
threatening us.
So... I think we're gonna go.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
She has a scythe. We're going.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Are you guys excited for anyone coming out
Seeing as
next
we still
patch?
have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Cloran and the Water Child are for the new 5 stars. I can't remember her name. Sizwing, something like that. And then there's the new Electro Bow user dude too.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
Yes, Venus spend 100.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Yes.
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well.
I really like Cloran, but I think I'm
quite a
just
few
gonna skip
people
next
have been
patch
acting out lately.
because we're getting really close to Natlin. So we're at 4.6. There's usually like only like a 0.7 or 0.8 before the new area. So that means like Pyro Archon in like 3 months. I gotta save.
No matter. I'm not one to discriminate.
They're gonna revoke my
All
card.
those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
She's not gonna kill him.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something
I'm gonna pull for
that.
Shizwing.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is
She
one
is,
destined for ruin. The House
Very
of the Hearth
cute and
is
very
hardly
terrifying
an
creature,
exception.
isn't she?
You could say our principles are more stringent than most.
L girl, I would say her name, but I am bad at spelling.
Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do.
It's alright,
They
I'm
can
not
try to
attached to
escape,
them.
but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Like, I was honestly, like, really terrified going into this quest, knowing that she was going to be a weekly boss. And, like, how, like, it was kind of playing out. I really, really thought at the beginning of this quest that, Linny was gonna, like, have to inherit the title father at the end of this quest, and we're gonna have to, like, battle to the death or something.
But that's awful.
If I like the style, I pulled a banner. Fair.
Ah, you seem concerned.
Same.
Out of
I usually just pull for the
consideration
characters I
my guests,
like.
I suppose I could turn a blind
Not
eye
really.
for
I don't
a
really
little
care about
longer.
meta too much. I never do Spiral Abyss.
If Linny and the others
But
manage to dispose
I'm a
of
huge
Clairvy
Honkai
in the
Impact 3rd
meantime,
fan.
all evidence of their
So with the
wrongdoing
fact
will
that the
be
Pyro
lost.
Archon is
In
either
that
going
case,
to
I
be
could hardly punish
Himiko
them
or
for something
Kiana
I
most
couldn't
likely,
prove.
I gotta save for her.
If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Still didn't do the quest. So real.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try
She took
and
the
keep better
bird!
track of it next time.
We had one job.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Don't kill a bird.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Okay.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Dude, like, every word she just said was kind of a threat. She wasn't saying it would... She wasn't saying it was good for us that we should stay by her side. She's saying, no, you should stay by my side. Period. You are going to. Oh! She's coming off way more terrifying than she did originally. Which, like, fair. Nouvellette. Nouvellette? Basically saying you mess up, you choose wisely. I know, right?
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
I love Nouvellette.
Although, if I may speak plainly,
he became one of my favorite characters in
Genshin
Genshin so fast. I did not
anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur.
Grand Zaddy? No. A Grand Zaddy talking to father. This is gonna sound like super weird, but you can get these couches in the teapot,
your request.
And they are the
However,
one thing
at the
I'm
risk of
missing
causing offense,
for
I must
Nouvellette
admit
set
that I
in the
fail to see
teapot,
why
and
you
I
would
do
wish
not know
for
how to
such a
get
thing.
them. Because they're not in the shop. Are they in a random green chest somewhere in Fontaine that I've just missed?
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out.
Gotta find it and make it.
As someone who watches
I know,
over
I
this
just
system,
like, I feel like
I would hope that each river that
I've
flows
had
from
to
the
just
source
past
will
it.
eventually reach the ocean. Of
Probably.
course, objectively
Damn.
speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless.
She's using
I
water
believe the
against
water
him.
that flows
In a
within
way.
them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Not really. I didn't even get any of that, really.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
Oh, I get it now. Family is a body of water. She's going to return it to its cleanest form. She's going to exterminate people.
I
Get
seem
the
to
threat
recall
now.
there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing.
Damn.
Of course, if you
She
accept
knows
my
better than
proposal,
to admit
Monsieur
to that.
Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
My dumb self wouldn't have gotten that threat. Yeah, she was basically saying she was going to cleanse the water like she's going to cleanse her family. By burning people alive.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next
Don't
meeting?
drink it.
Yes?
She has a child who's obsessed with poison in her care. Don't drink it.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
I love how we're just completely obeying her every order. We're just like, yep, okay, anything you say. Not gonna lie, I would if Father told me to. Fair.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
If rivers are members of your family, and you are going to cleanse the family by cutting off the heads of certain rivers to make sure only clean water enters the stream, what do you think that means, Paimon? It's not very complicated.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh no. The day may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem like she was joking earlier when she told us that those who betrayed the organization would pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. How should we stop her? No, there's something we should figure out first. Let's figure out who she's actually going to punish. She would have known if it was food. True.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Scarface. The guy from earlier that Paimon said was scary because he had a scar on his face. In the people, the members of the House of Hearth.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper.
He looks kind of familiar for some reason.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras
We are
will
with
be
the
useless
father.
come tomorrow anyway.
Wouldn't she know? Can't we just ask her? Deku 2.0, what?
It's my fault, really.
It's
I was
just
just
'cause
trying
he has
to bring
green
home
hair?
some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew.
I have...
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
She recognized him.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
Bro, clumsy and annoying? Oh. And he has green hair. Ish. I guess I get it.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
The stutter, you mean?
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such
totally
generous
recognized him.
customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Was he the one that tried to, like, escape? Right? Because he fell in love with someone? And so he tried to leave the House of the Hearth. So he, like, tried to leave. But the father caught him, and Linny never saw him again. Is that this dude? He said he's getting married soon.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Probably, yeah.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little while? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Looks like Paimon is trying to buy more time. If we go back now, I doubt Linny and the others will have made much progress.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request,
she's on his
I'll
side.
even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not?
Wait,
And
she even
my
knew about her?
relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
Question mark?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
Nah, he said he forgot his wallet. He ain't Zhongli.
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Your conditions. Let's hear it.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But
Okay.
what do you mean, when
Like help in the future?
time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
We accept your condition.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Okay. Kind of silent. At first, when she made that proposal, and they were like, name your condition, I was like, this doesn't sound anything like making a deal with the devil or anything like that. Nope, not at all. But then it was just so kind of innocent, and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe not. This way. I don't know when we're gonna fight her, but I know she's pyro at least. Does she have a delusion still? I know when they first designed her, she had a delusion. Does that mean she's gonna have a second element like everyone else?
Later.
That's where I was supposed to go! Paimon! Yo, Scar, Pom Pom, welcome. It's the two I met in Genshin at the end of the quest, I think. Yes. Well, welcome. I already said that, but hey, welcome again. I'm trying to think, like, what team would be good against... I don't know what element she's gonna be. I know she's gonna be Pyro, so... Maybe I could just keep my Raiden team on, just in case. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Paimon's gonna send me back. Okay, did I make it?
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Look on the map and find another way on. I found it. I just had to, like, go over the hill for some reason.
No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here.
Groove. This is Lorraine Hughes. Cool.
This place does have something
Dream,
to do
Gacha
with the
game,
story
Soul,
I'm
like,
about to tell you.
More. Yeah, at the very top of the chat box, there is a link to the Discord. I think there's one on my page too.
It was
if you guys want
before
to join
I
that.
became a harbinger.
There's basically a
Lenny and
page
the
on the
others
Discord
joined
for
the House of
every
the
game that
Hearth.
we play.
Due to
So
certain
Genshin,
things.
Honkai Star
I
Rail,
first killed Clairvy and then her mother.
Honkai Impact 3rd, Fate
And
Grand
this
Order,
is where it all
Tower Fantasy, Persona, Kingdom Hearts. And if you guys ever want to talk about any of that stuff, it's on the Discord.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
I wonder if they're just going to put the animation in.
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control.
I'll join
She was
your
Clairvy's
Discord
mother
when I
by
can.
blood,
Well,
but she was
we'll
also
be happy
the
to have
mother
you.
to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
They'll be sneaking it in.
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
One of them started barking at me
It's
yesterday
difficult to
because I had
estimate the
child
number
and
of children
wonder.
who died or were maimed in the process. There's
I
little
mean,
I can say about the
I
ones
have
who
child and wonder.
The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about.
That was done by
actually happened
mother,
to her?
the past knave.
You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Ha, no.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course,
Brainwashing,
there was one
man.
exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruware.
Peruware, that's how you say it. I literally have seen it written before. I don't think I've ever actually heard someone say it.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruware, on the other hand, was
We
rather
walked into Fontaine and went the wrong
Her
way
cold-blooded
for
nature
the
allowed
third
her to see
time.
through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruware was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends.
I wouldn't
United
even
by their
try
knowledge
pronouncing.
of the truth. Clairvy told Peruware that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over.
I went through the
tried
list of the
countless
Fatui
times to run
Harbingers
away,
earlier
ask
in the
for help,
stream because we were trying to like
or
figure out
expose the
their
truth.
order.
But her efforts only earned
And
her
me trying to
beating
pronounce
after
all of their
beating.
names,
The
that
only thing that kept her going was her
that
strength
was
of will.
interesting.
Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruware would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruware weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that
Why
Peruware
not just
suggested
jump out of the
a
window
new
and
plan.
run?
If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruware could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Death?
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
Wait, did she commit suicide? I thought, at least from the animation that they released about their backstory, was that Arlecchino killed her.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her
Could've
partner
just waited
turned
one more
out to be
sentence.
none other
Never
than
mind.
Peruware. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy
Is that why the
decided to
knave
let
uses a spear
Peruware
now?
end her life.
Because that was her weapon?
From that moment on, Peruware's journey was one written
She doesn't
in
use a rapier
flames.
anymore.
When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood.
She ran into the sword,
The
she
sole
committed.
victor in
Damn.
Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation.
We have a lot of jokes that are known
Perhaps
in
you two would
the
like to take a
channel.
guess as to what it was.
Trying to explain inside jokes is a very interesting process, Thomas.
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name.
Arlecchino! Arlecchino, my bad.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
This is just as much your story as it is,
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she
Y'all
called
might
herself,
fight
and
there.
even chose to give up my own name.
I kind of figured.
I rebuilt the House
a
of
random
Hearth
new
under
boss
a new
arena that I haven't seen before.
Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends.
I kind of like that she went
Any
by
more
father
questions?
instead of mother. Because she's not going to pretend to care like the mother of the house did before. She's going to be more strict and more cold. But she actually does still care. You know what I mean? Kind of like a very extreme version of like the stereotypical father versus mother. It's kind of a...
Based on
She also
what you
probably
just
didn't want to
told
be
us,
associated with mother
Clairvy
either.
wasn't
That's
a
a
little
lot
kid when she
of
was
really,
killed.
really cool.
So the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is
Born of
like
flame.
ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course,
So people you killed?
the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case.
So she's kind of been
Clairvy
with
died
you all
when
this
she was
time?
16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious
And will
thing
be
indeed.
more sad that their mom
Losing a portion of your
too, but-
memories will alter your sense of self. Lose
But
10
if it dies
years
different,
worth,
yeah.
however. And it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
Oh, so she's like a fragment of the ley lines. Do you guys remember the Inazuma Archon quest? Or no, Raiden Shogun's Story Quest Part 2, where the ley lines were like erupting, and people of the past were like here, but they were still stuck in the past. They were still reliving that same experiences they did before they died. It's kind of like that. They're fragments of the past, like spilled over from the ley lines.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity.
We gotta love weird
Sometimes she'll look
videos.
after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times,
I barely
she
remember.
would hide from me
Didn't do it.
and become obsessed with
Damn.
revealing the truth about the house to
So you never
anyone
unlocked the
who
Raiden
listened.
Shogun boss?
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information
It's like
they
such a fun one to
encounter
do.
is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight, they failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't
Please don't
anticipate
do
so much
that.
as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Please don't do that. That's awful and traumatizing. Don't murder children.
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend. At least
Everything that
talk
comes
to
out of my
her
mouth
first.
is weird. I have those days.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Very strict father. Damn.
Is this really what you want to do?
Oh.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
She was your friend.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now,
she
we'll just have
knew
to wait
everything
and
from the beginning. And she like I've seen what her boss looks like because I watched the trailer with like the spider webs and stuff. Dude, she almost feels like she has like complete control. Like, I mean, she does. Obviously, she has complete control over it. But like, she kind of like set all the pieces up and just waited. Totally gives me like Black Widow vibes. You know what I mean? Like she caught them all in her web. That's so cool.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Oh no. They brought the sociopath kid.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Like a fly, and she's the spider waiting to eat her prey. I know.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Boss time?
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Off with your head.
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy.
Oh.
Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in.
This kid really wants to see an execution. Okay.
Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person.
Dirty water? Gonna fight? They too old to be orphans?
Filial was the worst of them all.
Well,
She called
you
us
gotta
crazies
remember,
and said a
once
bunch
you're
of mean
in the
things
House of the
about
Hearth,
Father.
you're in it for life. They're an assassin group. You're raised from children, learn how to fight, learn how to kill.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clarevy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's
I
what
love
you
this
said,
child.
wasn't it?
He's such an ass, and I love it.
Little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh?
You're talking to the kid who strangled dogs just to watch the life leave their eyes? Dude's a sociopath. Just don't trust him.
You, Sheplo. Have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your
forget
reason
what I said
for
then.
all this?
I would have said, I fight kids too.
You're wrong, Filial.
If you play Honkai Star Rail, one of the first things you do in the Xianzhou is threaten a child with a baseball bat.
We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
I mean, Arlecchino's always 10 steps ahead.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry.
I don't. I want to give the kid
life.
I want to give the kid a
I owe
handshake.
Clarevy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today.
You hit Goro.
If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it
He
cost
weeded
me
out
my
the traitors.
life. But rules are rules.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple.
Pom Pom would never do such a thing.
I'm sorry, Chapleau. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father.
I saw it happen.
We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Okay.
Father, please wait!
Are we about to watch an execution?
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been.
You tell him, Linny. But, like, you're also children assassins in a villain organization, so does that really count as a real family?
So please,
I don't know.
Father, please reconsider.
They gonna fight? I remember this.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, Given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, weapons? Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that
Here
also
we go.
applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Bede. Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
I'm disappointed in Firminate. I'm going back to Kazuha for now. You switched Firmine in for Kazuha? Or you switched Kazuha out for Firmine? Why? Oh, he's actually doing it. Here we go.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
They got
If
this.
they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
They got this.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
She wanted us to help. She wants us to help so they can be spared.
Oh, looking at that expression
That's
on her
why
face,
she made that
seems
condition.
Really serious about this. Guess that means
So
there's
we'll
no
join the
chance she's
fight
throwing the duel on
against
purpose, huh?
her.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes
I like
are
his
less
fit.
likely to escalate.
Fair.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Okay, it's about to go from 0 to
Traveler?
100. Us with our still freaking 1-star dual blade.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Okay, here we go. The new weekly boss. Is it going to be any harder than the whale? Although the whale wasn't exactly hard. It was just so tanky. Like, seriously, it was literally just a meat shield.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Is it my turn? Things are about to get dicey. Now you shall perish. And voila! Now that's more like it.
And voila. Are they helping? Oh, where'd she
Spare
go?
your energy. There is no is of little use. Take it easy.
Oh, she got a wing.
Have a taste of purgatory.
Oh, she's flying. Oh, that was so cool. She fell off the web like backwards and then flew over to us. That was so cool.
Here comes the catch. Inazuma shines eternal.
She don't got her spider legs yet, so there's definitely gonna be a second
Not
phase.
bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? If you punched a whale in real life, I bet it would be a shield. True. Okay, second phase. Oh, the fit change. Now the building's even more destroyed. Look at those heels! Oh, she doesn't have a mask. So she's not using her delusion. Does she not have a delusion? She's not using her mat. Oh, that's so interesting. And then, ah! Well, that happened.
Now's our chance.
Over here.
Things are about to get dicey.
Make yourself a room. Commit it to memory.
Okay, she's a lot faster, but she actually has less HP, which is cool. Good to know. What's she doing? Ah!
Look out!
The fuck? Would you stop that? That is actually really terrifying.
Gotcha.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
Now's our chance.
Over here.
Oh, that was a one shot. Damn. I wish I actually knew her moves ahead of time. Let's heal a little bit.
Grow.
Your punishment
Illusion shattered.
made manifest.
Watch out for Father's movements. Look out!
Oh, I'm trying.
Sundown is only the beginning.
She's hurting herself, actually.
Shine down.
That was just like trying to survive that. No delusions, her curse. Ooh. I just meant because every other Fatui member has had a delusion in their fight, and when they use their delusion, they put their mask on, and they change their element when they do, because... Oh. Vermine just casually blocking her sight. Oh.
Oh, I know.
Oh, they were fakes.
I'm sorry, Father!
He hit her with the blunt end of his sword.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Oh. Jesus. Father of... Father just casually being Goth Daddy. Come on.
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
What the shit?
A crimson moon?
Acheron domain expansion? Oh, the spider webs.
Move.
This is some kind of like fear thing, right?
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Of course not. The top 5 of the Fatui Harbingers all have the power equaling a god. Oh. That's why she's so OP. Why her eyes from Naruto? I don't know. I'm gonna get canceled. I keep forgetting this isn't TikTok.
I believe we can end things.
I was gonna say something.
It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't...
Brother, are you alright?
Lenny.
I just gotta say, that was insane. That was such a cool cutscene. One, Fermine blocking her scythe attack like that? Awesome.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination.
COVID.
In light of this, Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved.
Oh, shit.
Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
So she doesn't actually have to kill them.
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
I mean, it's still kind of awful because, one, they lose everything about themselves, but I mean, I guess they get to live with their
Memory
lives.
is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
It was him. That's what she did to him. She doesn't execute them. She
So, you're just
erases them.
go, Father?
At least their old selves.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
She's strict, and she's keeping up the policies of the House of the Hearth, but she's doing it in her own way to not be so cruel. Because she actually cares about them, which is actually... It's still pretty dark, but it's still...
Of course.
It
I'll
shows she
remember.
cares.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have
She
bright
gave them the
futures ahead of
choice
you.
to leave.
Father.
Let's go.
I don't think Linny, Lynette, and Fermine are gonna take them. Because the thing they care about the
Grab my
most
arm, Linny.
is each
I'll
other,
help you walk back.
and they would lose their memories of each other.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
She thought she was done. I know. Now imagine Dottore. Well, Dottore was like extremely nerfed by Nahida. Like the reason why Dottore was such a big threat is because, well, he doesn't have a vision like everyone else, but he creates the delusions. So technically, he probably could have every single element if he wanted. But the reason why he was like so formidable was because he had hundreds of versions of himself because he could pluck those versions out of the ley lines and put them in mechanical bodies, basically making an army of himself that he could modify. And you know, like he was extremely powerful and crazy because he had all these different versions of himself with visions and delusions, and but Nahida had him destroy them in exchange for the Gnosis. So I don't know if we're ever actually going to fight the Doctor. I feel like he's going to be like a threat in the background, but I don't know what a fight against him would actually like look like. The one I'm most terrified for is Polendina, probably. She's like really... She gives me the creeps. Hopefully we don't fight him. I'll bark for it.
Can we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up?
Columbia prob.
Wait, did
Yeah, because there's like that theory that
to the future on accident? Or
I
am
think that's how you say her
dreaming?
name anyway. She's
Long dream.
she's one of the four heavenly principles, one of the four shades of the primordial one, which would make her the god of either life or death. And everyone's like, oh, she's the god of death. She has to be.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's still speechless.
I mean, they were friends. She's probably used to it.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you
Yes,
tell me
indeed.
about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time.
And she
Mother spared
probably
your life, but it wasn't out of kindness.
does get to see those auroras all the
Instead,
time.
she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors.
Damn.
Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still,
She's
you
making
never
me
turned
straight.
your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now,
I never imagined I would say something like that.
The power of
I must
anime
have been feeling
characters.
really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even...
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you are trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry? I think you're a pretty
I love her
amazing
heels.
king, and a really great father, too.
Like,
I'm
damn.
really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Perry the platypus.
Really?
Don't insult our father like that, Thomas!
All over the place. We got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Talk about the land of Animo, the nation of freedom.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Venti. Talk about the land of Geo, the nation of contracts.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew
Stab.
that before.
Holy
If
shit.
I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother?
Did you not get the
she
reference?
probably
I
wouldn't
did.
accept something like that either.
You compared Arlecchino to Perry the
I guess I
platypus.
just had to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Insulting. Talk about the land of Electro, the nation of eternity.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
He's a big old goofball. Talk about the land of Dendro, the nation of wisdom.
I was always too afraid
Their
to skip
Archon
Mother's
is like your
fighting
age.
lessons.
You'd love her.
But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in
Ito,
class.
yes, Ito.
Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able
Claire
to
V
study
and
whatever
Nahida
you
would
want
be best
without
friends.
having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great. The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
He ain't allowed in my world.
No. That must have been hard
Him
for all of you.
or Yaimiko? Why Yaimiko?
Don't
What's
worry,
your problem
we
with
were able to turn
Miko?
the situation around
Is it because
super
she
quickly.
force feminized Goro?
I'm on, of course. How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Good thing we don't have to listen to that whole story.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow.
What did Ito do to you? I'd like to know that question too.
Clairvy. You've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow
I have
the
Goro.
House
I
of
play
the
as
Hearth.
Goro, so I should play the
Now,
role of Goro.
By my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth.
So
You
I
are
get
no
why you don't
longer
like Miko,
tied
but
to
why
this place,
Ito?
Nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
But
Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me.
shit.
Seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel.
Hello.
Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Oh, with the flower petals. Oh, that was so sad.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
He didn't? What?
But a
Ito
shadow's
Horaz
memories
Goro?
reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye.
Not that, Ito.
Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
A different Ito? Okay.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
Guess I wasn't there.
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Why are you excited? He's injured. She doesn't show it outwardly, but you can tell that hurt.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
It was just me and him in COVID. Oh,
And
damn.
you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision.
In
to
all
stay.
honesty, I feel like Lynette
There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life.
would be a better
Leading
fit
this
there.
organization is a heavy responsibility. One not so easily carried
I
by
feel like
someone
Linny
forced onto the throne.
wouldn't
I
really.
just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
I don't think
You're
Linny would
brave,
have. Like, I know
talented,
he's Fatui, he's an assassin,
and,
he's
most
killed.
importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
I just don't see Linny being able to actually, like, execute a member of his family for betraying them and stuff, you know?
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone
Probably
all out during the
Lynette
day,
or Firminate.
there's no way I would have walked
I
away
just
with
feel
my
like
life.
out of the three of them,
She must have
Lynette
had it all
just
planned
feels
from
like
the
the most
beginning.
likely choice
From the
to
very
me.
moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We
you
may
did.
have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
So she pushed through the duel with her convictions. Interesting.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers
What
ahead.
is Project Stuja?
And I, for one,
that is
don't intend to
terrifying.
back down. Protecting my family at all costs.
They are only one Gnosis short, and now we learn about this Project
Then you're
Stuja.
welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members
What
who
does that
longed for
mean?
the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks,
I need
the House of the
19 more
Hearth is like a
Hydra
spider
Oculuses.
hiding
Good
in the
luck.
shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no
Wait, are they gonna
sacrifice shall
overthrow?
be in vain.
Is it just me, or does it sound like the Knave wants to overthrow the Tsaritsa? Or at least the Fatui? Does anyone else get that? And it sounds like Child was helping her.
As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Okay. Check her voice lines. Second, I gotta revive Elon. Okay. Let's go over to her. I don't really have...
Fear not. What's a little thunder when even lightning wouldn't dare strike our path? Seeing yourself clearly is a difficult task indeed. Perhaps even a thankless one. Our ideals are not entirely aligned. If we are to work together, we must be willing to compromise. To that end, I'm willing to share certain secrets with you. The aurora in Snezhnaya is quite beautiful. Certainly worth a visit.
I think Child will fight Piero in the end. Well, we know from Child's voice lines that he really, really wants to fight Capitano. Because he looks up to him as, like, the strongest warrior, period. Like, he's kind of a fanboy for him. And with how battle hungry he is, I feel like Child is going to be, like, gunning for a fight with Capitano.
You wish to know more about me? Why, of course. Our relationship is one of mutual trust. There's little need to keep things hidden. I would only inquire as to whether you're truly prepared for what you might learn. Secrets can be sharper than a knife. Innocent curiosity can lead to dangerous places. Always keep moving forward. Never let yourself be constrained by power. Some call me excessively strict. In truth, it is an approach I extend even to myself.
Spiders? Linny, Lynette. See, I don't have her friendship level 4 yet, so... Oh, look. She has opinion on all of them. Oh, I want to get her to friendship 4 so bad. What does that even mean? I have a feeling I know what that means, but maybe don't say that in chat. YouTube monitors that stuff now, like, really closely. All of their rules. I gotta say, like, it's not much faster than walking, but like, this is my favorite part about Arlecchino. The one-winged flight. The fact that you can like fly over the water and stuff with it too is so cool. So cool. Okay. So let's go finish this, because then we gotta fight her for real. Where is this? Wait, where's the quest? Am I supposed to wait like a day or two or something? Wait until 2 days later. Of course. 2 days later. I'm gonna get cancelled. For real, same, yeah. I honestly can't wait till Natlin. Natlin is supposed to be an all-out war for the throne, isn't it? Like, whoever's the strongest is the ruler there. So it's like an always an endless battle for the Gnosis or something. Which, honestly, sounds awesome. We're probably going to have to fight the captain there, which... because he is the one that's there. Fighting for the Gnosis, so, very terrifying, considering he's number 1.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief!
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
There's no need to worry.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn
Couple
over.
cracked ribs, internal bleeding.
And I wanted to ask,
Father, don't take it
is
easy on our
Clairvy
punishments.
gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
We did bid her farewell under the blanket of the sun.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Ah, okay.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, are gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files.
I mean, honestly, fair.
With that,
she sounded like,
people subjected
honestly,
to her experiments,
like a sociopath.
Clairvy included,
she tortured her own daughter
lost to
just
the
because she
flames,
could.
along with the painful memories they represented.
Like, that's insane.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after
How
that,
old is he then?
but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or Clairvy.
The knave had to have been at least like 18 or whatever, right? When the whole murdering father thing happened. And she doesn't look much older, in all honesty. Maybe like 20s, so maybe 30. So like I feel like Fermine is probably still in his teens, right? Like 15, 16, something like that. At most like 10 years later, right?
It really
He didn't
seems
say
like
how old he
something she
was. He could have
planning to
joined when he
keep
was
to
like 5 or
herself.
6 too.
The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been.
No, damn.
The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Don't think about it.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything,
She is a very scary but good father.
we may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow.
It's very odd to hear an
we'll find a
assassin
father
organization
wherever
talk
she
about
chooses to go.
their father like that.
So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently.
Oh, the one they brought up to
happy.
us?
If I had to take a guess,
Interesting.
I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Well, that was actually a really good quest. I really liked it. Ooh, what do we get? I'm definitely gonna go and do the weekly boss for real now, because I need the mats. So let's switch back to Raiden. And let's see what the real boss fight is like, shall we? Because let's be real, a lot of the times they tune down the boss fights for the story missions, so either we're gonna get our ass handed to us, or it's gonna be about as difficult. Oh, it's on a tombstone? That's kind of cool. I'm trying to get all my waypoints. I know. There's so many. Good luck with the boss. The first time I fought the whale, like, I was not expecting it to hit anywhere as, like, hard as it did, because, like, in the story version of the whale fight, it, like, wasn't super difficult. But then when I did it for the first time, I died. I had to use a different team.
Take it easy.
But after that, I was a lot better. Wait, what are those things?
Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid? Is it my turn? There is no escape! With these rising flames!
Move. Why are they not?
Everyone hold hands.
Here comes the catch.
Sharing my knowledge.
How
Let's play
amusing.
tournament.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Now that's more like it.
Come on! I can't even see you with all the
Spare your energy.
with all the
Running
craziness.
is of little use.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh,
Have
okay,
a taste
this.
of purgatory.
Okay, we've seen this. Still the coolest move she has, right there.
Busted.
Oh, that's new. Ah!
Act like a bunch of helpless animals.
Okay.
Things are about to get dicey.
Make yourselves at home. Committed to nip. Turret, bring refuge.
Inazuma shines eternally. There is no escape. Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all. Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Oh. Second phase? Oh, we get to see this again? I kind of just want to watch it again. She goes from, like, Phoenix to Black Widow. Which is so cool, honestly.
I see everything.
Oh, I forgot she did
Who's
that.
next?
Poor Nahida. I forgot she did that. I just did this fight.
Rest and rebuild.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
This way, prelude.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Let's move out.
Let's see how strong you
Torn
resolve
to oblivion.
What the fuck just happened? I came out of my ult and Raiden died.
Set. Only ruin remains. All hope is
Holy shit.
Billowing surge. Allow me.
The music? Wait. The music coming in though?
Committed to memory.
Still no, damn.
Take it easy.
That's alright.
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Oh, is she stunned?
Quietly now.
I didn't even know she was stunned. Her music just turned techno. Her music just turned techno. Holy shit!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. You struggle in vain.
Yes! Okay, 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 okay.
Gotcha.
The Temple of Wisdom. Everyone hold
We're back,
hands.
we're back, we're back.
Strong the resolve
Hold the line.
truly is.
Or not. Or okay. Oh, okay. That's not great. That's not great. But we just lost our healer.
Take it easy.
It's okay. We got chicken.
Here comes the catch.
Man, that hurt. I should have brought a shield.
Suntown is only the beginning.
Busted. Quietly now. Take it easy. Game's up. Let's see how strong this is.
Oh. For a first round, not horrible. She's scary. The music, I know. Oh my gosh, that was... She has so many one-shot moves. You, like, have to dodge that big meteor in the middle. You have to dodge that opening move of her second phase. And you have to dodge when she does that red X. Otherwise, you die. Oh, there were so many. Holy crap. Very fun boss fight, though. I feel like if I would have brought a shielder and would have ate food, I probably would have been off, like, a lot better. But it's alright.
Ignorant and vulgar.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey! Sharing my knowledge.
Bring Coco back. And she instantly died. Of course. Mistakes were made.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
I can still... Let me try.
Kind of feel bad for Kokomi. She was brought back just to die again. Alright. Let's go to Mondstadt. Real fast. Why? Because it always has the closest craft thingy. Because I don't know what which one she'll need. I think she uses the spear-looking thing, not the emblem. 1 second, let me find her. Never mind. I can't even do it until I send her again. Which takes more boss material. So let's go fight the boss. But anyway, just to bring up some topics of conversations, we have some new people in the chat. Who is everybody's favorite Genshin character? And if they're not, who is your main? It's like all the way down here. There we go. I had to like remember where that boss was. The new area is a lot of fun. I think I said that already, but like, I did have a lot of fun exploring this new area. Like inside the murals and stuff.
Order guide you.
Man, I missed both those.
Crumble. Solidify.
Everybody stand back! Ears of the storm! Too late for us!
Evil conquering! Here! Here! Worthless!
Damn it. Sure, why not? Mainly because I already I just bought it without realizing I didn't have enough. Main is now Goro. Scaramouche. My main is Hu Tao, and my favorite character is probably I'll hate them. My main Zhao. My favorite character is Zhao. If you can't tell. He is the only character in Genshin that I see sixth. It was painful. How do I get out of here again? Oh, right. His second fave is Wanderer. No, it's Shenhe. It's Shenhe. I do love Wanderer, but it's Shenhe. I gotta fight more of these things though, because I want her scythe, and if I get it, I need these guys for her scythe's ascension material. So I'm like trying to plan ahead here. Oh, I still haven't done my dailies. Have I? Quest ones are still there, but have I done? Yeah, okay. I've done my questions. Let's go turn those in. While we wait for the guy to respawn so we can fight him again. Whenever I get Wanderer, I'm naming him Skara and naming myself Mucha. Oh my god. Alright, let's get... Ooh, who needs friendship? You don't. Throw Farina in for a second, because I'm pretty sure she's like... I'm pretty sure she's like 8 or 9 on friendship. I know she's not 10 yet.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
What do you mean? Did I already turn him in? I must have already turned him in. I know I could have dispatched again. I pressed the wrong button. I'm not done. What do I need? Probably just money. Yeah. Just do money. Slime. I think the last thing I need to do is the weeklies, which in all honesty, I haven't done in a couple months. Because I haven't really been like super hardcore been playing Genshin. I've been playing a lot of Star Rail and FGO and stuff like that. So like Genshin has been on the back burner. So like I have not done my weeklies in months. So Fontaine's is still like level 1 or 2. Like not very high at all. I went to the wrong teleporter. But I really want the Fontaine wings. I really want the Fontaine wings, so I'm doing them. Click that. Level 4. Sweet. Didn't even have to do anything. So far. So far away. Let's get the bounty. The wings are so pretty, I know. 1 or 0 for me. Yeah, I don't even think I have Sumeru's done. I think I stopped at like 8 or 9 for Sumeru because Fontaine came out, and I instantly started doing the Fontaines because I like the wings so much more from Fontaine. I think I'm gonna go for the night. Good to see you, Pom Pom Scara, and good luck on everyone. Nice soul. Thank you so much for stopping by, Thomas. Great seeing you as always. The stream's not gonna be going for much longer anyway. I'm playing right now, so I might as well do the weeklies. So, and before I jump off, I'll probably drop another link to the Discord for you guys, so you don't have to scroll all the way to the top.
Time to go.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Rain outlines your fate. Transfixed.
Oh shit, I charged too early. That was my bad. I got too excited.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Ring cutter. Body and mind. Overruled. This is where you fall.
I'd like to point out that she does not have artifact on. So, the fact that she's doing any damage is actually kind of incredible.
Stand back.
The wind knows me.
Witness the power of Boom.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds come. Into the wind.
This is more of a DPS Kaza than anything.
Overruled. Witness my wrath.
Will that heal if I don't? Oh, it will. See, I didn't know if that would heal if it didn't hit anything, but it does. It's good to know. Any other achievements for completing the quest, I wonder? Okay. Damn. I'm still very broke on primos. I literally just did the Chenyu Vale stuff like the other day, so I still haven't gotten all of these waypoints. So I'm probably gonna go back and start farming here sometime this week to try and grind more primos. I really want her scythe. Really want her scythe. I know it's not like super necessary, like her C1 is technically better than her weapon, but at the same time I'm like, I'd much rather have the scythe than interruption canceling because I'm really here for aesthetics. Only bummer about her scythe though is that when you give it to other characters, it doesn't turn into a scythe. How cool would it be if Xiao got a scythe? Just saying.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Truth repeats its course.
Disappear.
Worthless. That didn't kill me.
Foreign.
I was a little overconfident there. I had 4,000 something for Scara, but spent it. It would look very cool on him. I know! So unfortunate. How many more of those do I need for her? Hey, just enough. 12 out of 12. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now the book problem. I don't have any books. Oops. Anyway, right now my Arlecchino is I wouldn't say great, but she is getting there. So I gave her Staff of Homa because it is one of her best weapons. I heard Deathmatch and what else? I know Zhao's weapon's really good for her too. Deathmatch. Not Starlight. If you're doing EM teams, Dragon's Bane. Artifacts right now, 4-piece Gladiator. They're not leveled up. They're all level 0. But her set is the best one. I'm just still grinding it. And then her talents are still trash as well. I literally just got her yesterday. Leave me alone. For only having her for a day, I think I'm making good progress. Especially because like I was not expecting to actually get her. So I didn't really pre-farm for it, but go back up here and we'll turn that in. And I think now that she has ascended, this is a good place to leave off the stream now that we finished the quest. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Persona 3 Reload. We're going to be continuing with that. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing the 5th boss tomorrow. I think it's the 5th moon cycle, which will be great. And we should finish the Arcana with the dude who's obsessed with his teacher, because we only have like one more with that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Next week I'd like to play Honkai Star Rail. Probably on Friday. The new update. Maybe out by then, maybe not, but we'll see. If not, bunch of Simulated Universe runs, that'll be fun. And yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Anyway guys, this has been Rain, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.